Hello everyone, it's your girl Esther Joy coming at you with another video. So if you like love, light, joy, and peace, and you love spreading that to humanity, then join me. Hit that subscribe button. Anyways, let's get into it. Today we are going to be talking about magic in real life. I think that this is probably like, for me, I'm like so excited to talk to you guys about it. I did not write any notes, so this is just gonna be hopefully an organized rant that will provide a lot of useful information about what magic is, how it's already in life, how we see it and use it in life, and I guess my own personal experiences at the end. And stay all the way to the end and I'll give you some magic tips. And yeah, so let's get into it by talking about what magic is. Now, contrary to like fairy tales, when you have the wizards and the witches and they're all with their wands and they're just zapping everyone, it's not that dramatic. Magic is a lot more subtler, and I think that's a really big reason why people might not acknowledge it at first, especially with the era and the state and age we're in. A lot of people think that it's make-believe, but I assure you, friend, it is not. It is real. Magic, I don't remember what it means, but I can tell you that it has to do a lot with what you believe to be true. If you believe magic is real, then you open the portal for magic to be real in your life. My friend, it is that easy. If you don't believe magic is real, then it's not real, okay? And that's one of the wonderful things about it. In this earth, we all have freedom to choose, and you can choose whatever you want. But if I were to live a plain life, or live a magical life, I'm gonna have to take that magical life, okay? So once you believe in magic, you're pretty much opening your reality to the possibility of magical things happening to you. Now, if you've ever watched the Law of Attraction, when they talk about your state of being will attract more, so you can feel more of that state of being. Magic is pretty much the same way, as Law of Attraction is just one of the many laws in the universe. So if you believe in magic and you think magical thoughts, then you will attract magical things to happen to you. I think the biggest one are just synchronicities. Now, when you're in alignment, you'll see a lot of synchronicities. It could be repeating numbers such as 1111, 333, 555, 777, whatever numbers are really popping out to you and you're resonating with. Another sign of synchronicity, I don't know if you can hear that car, are sounds. For me personally, I do realize that when I am in a certain state of being, the sounds around me will change, and so the whole soundscape will kind of take up that atmosphere of how I'm feeling. And I think this is a very magical thing, that my whole environment is playing within my emotions as well. That's awesome. So magic, in its core, it's about beliefs and intent, and believing in miraculous, magical things are happen, and believing in the impossible. If I were to sum up, it's believing in the impossible. Because let's be honest, nothing is impossible. Magic. Yeah, so that's what magic is. Now, we're gonna talk a little bit about the different kind of spellcasters, or different kinds of magic. Now, I myself, I am not a wizard. As much as I would like to be, I might have many magical skills, and to an extent, I do feel like I have some wizard-like qualities, but I am probably not the most magical, like, bippity-boppity boop. I don't have a staff. I don't have a fantastic beard like Gandalf, But that being said, I do know that, like wizards, you can cast spells through your intention. Spellcasting is simply setting intentions for something to happen, and then it happens. Now, this could be as simple as passing a test, setting the intention to pass the test, and passing the test, or it could be something as complex as winning the lottery, which I have seen people do through many various magical teachings. Yeah, I think that the beauty about magic is that it really promotes you to use your imagination and to think outside the box, because magic is just the realization that anything is possible, and with the right intent and focused energy, it can be done. Once you acknowledge that, it's like, cool, I guess I'm a witch now. Anyways, now, intents are very important. And you might be thinking, well, Esther, that's not really such a magical thing. People make intents all the time. I intend to bring my dog to the vet. I intend to take my grandma for a walk. I don't know why that came in my head, but yeah. When that happens, realize that you are doing magic, my friend. You might not realize it's magic, but that's magic. I have used intentions throughout my day when I realized how powerful they are. And I'll do, if you want a video about intentions, which I would love to make, maybe I'll make it right after this one. But yeah, intentions are super powerful. Yeah. So, I'm sorry, getting a little off topic. When you set that intention, whatever it may be, if you believe in it to be true, and you believe that it is possible, and you visualize that feeling, that end goal, then it will be done. Done. And that's pretty much what magic is. Now, magic is a magical thing. There's a lot of different aspects to magic. You can use, there's many different kinds of magic. There's nature magic, there's crystal magic, there's rock magic, there's sound magic. Yeah, there's a lot of different kinds. Disclaimer, magic is not evil. We are not fucking with the devil here. Excuse my profanity. But I'm not like summon the demon out here saying like, hey yo, Satan, get me, that lottery ticket that's gonna win. No, this is all on you, and you are the one that's in charge of your conscience. If you feel like magic is something bad or something bad is gonna come out of it, then you best believe something will bad come out of it. Not because it is bad, but because your belief around it is saying it's bad. And as we discussed, whatever you believe is true in the magical realm. So if you believe that it's bad, then it will be. A lot of the times, especially back in the old time, just because everyone was horrified that there were other suns in the universe and, it's infinite, they were a little freaked out when they heard it, like, what? Our beliefs create our reality and we can control it by intending for certain things to happen? That sounds like the devil work, okay? And that was a lie, because obviously they were scared. This is pretty wild stuff to take in, and if you're not familiar with it, then it can sound pretty crazy. But I have had my own personal experiences, and I didn't even have to look up magic. This shit just happened, alright? And I was just like, alright, cool. This is happening, I realized at a very early, not a very early time, but by the beginning of this year, I would say that I had no idea about the law of attraction, about magic, about any of that stuff. And by now, it's just like I'm dabbling in all of the things, trying to grow and expand my consciousness, because it is fascinating and amazing and exciting to learn about. So yeah, there's a lot of different kinds of magic you can do. A lot of different kinds. Cooking magic, gardening magic, drawing magic, all of the kinds of magic. It all has to do with your intent surrounding your actions, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So before I end, I'll give a little personal antidote. When I was younger, hey, yes it is. Oh, thank you, thank you, my sister. Bye, Becky. Yeah, but when I was working at Goldfish Swim School, I would be the supervisor, so I would be in charge of evaluating any kids that were close to moving up and had completed all the skills required to go into the next level. And I remember, instead of like walking around to each individual person and asking them like, do you have any kids for me to evaluate? I remember I was just like, I'm just gonna try a little telepathy, and I'm gonna say in my mind, I was like, if anyone has any children that they think are ready to move up, let me know now. And as soon as I said now, 2 instructors look up and they were like, hey Esther, I have someone for you to look at. I was astounded. I was like, oh my gosh, this works, like, okay. And I tried it for pretty much everything. I'd be like, if anyone has any ribbons, if anyone has any kids that need to go to the bathroom, like, damn it, done. And I would, like, I'd use it for kids. If they were leaning too far to the edge, I would use it to, like, you know, get them to sit back so they wouldn't fall in. I put a safety spell, I put an engagement spell on the kids so they would be more engaged. Like, I just went wild when I realized, like, hey, this is real, it actually works, and like, it's actually hella easy. Like, let's make everyone's lives easier. Now, that being said, there are a couple factors to be aware of when you are casting a spell or making an intention. And spell casting is generally done on paper and you write it, but you can of course do it in your head as well. Totally fine. When you are making these intentions or setting these spells up, you have to feel how it would feel, but don't get too caught up. Don't be like, oh my god, I gotta feel this and that. The most important thing is that you have to act like it's normal. Because if you don't act like it's a normal thing to happen, then chances are it won't happen. Normal just means it's probable. It's something that will happen and you're used to it. It's, you know, run of the mill. When it's normal, you don't have a lot of resistance to it. And you don't want to have a lot of resistance when you're setting these intentions, because you want those intentions to be smooth and go straight through from here out into the world, okay? So just act like it's normal. And that's a really big thing why witches and wizards are like, oh my god, like I just said another spell. No, they gotta be cool because they know this is a normal part of how the universe works, how life works. So with that being said, act like it's normal, drop your intention, let go of any expectations to allow yourself to just let that intention flow freely, and you'll see results. Yeah, but that's all I have for today's video. If you liked it, I would love for you to, you know, hit that like button, comment down below, tell me what you want next. I would love to know. What would you want to know next? Do you want to know more about intentions, more about spell making, more about my personal experiences with it? I would love to know. Comment down below. Hit that subscribe button if you resonated with today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.